Good morning on this final Wednesday of October. I will just share a little bit about what's going on in my world. We just did a meditation together with the theme of unity. And, excuse me, I shared that meditation with everyone because that's been my practice in the past few days. I've been, as I suggested at the end of this meditation, you might do throughout your day, I've been checking in with myself and actually asking, what would make me feel more united right now? And usually it's a matter of letting go of a particular thought that I'm kind of worrying in my mind and kind of turning over and over and over again. One afternoon, I changed my outfit. I don't know. It was just, I'm really trying to follow just the intuitive response that comes, and just do it in a way. Like, don't fight that response. Don't question it, right? And just kind of go, okay, if that feels more united, and then I'll kind of check in. Do I feel more united? Um, I I mentioned that I think I mentioned recently that I've been helping teach a yoga teacher training down here in Fort Worth, and I'm teaching the Bhagavad Gita for the first time. I've studied it many times, but I've never taught it, and I'm I'm really I'm really enjoying it and making all these connections in the text that I hadn't really made before. But there's a beautiful little passage. There's so many beautiful passages, but there's one where he says, everything you see here, everything you experience here is the product of the union between what he calls Purusha and Prakriti. These are really famous Sanskrit words meaning, um, Prakriti is nature. Prakriti is everything made out of the gunas, as they say, everything that's made in this, everything that's material. And Purusha is what you might call spirit, or you might call awareness or consciousness, that which is so incredibly important to our experience and yet is invisible, shapeless, formless. We've studied lots of texts that talk about this. I mean, the Tao Te Ching, and just think about the symbol of the Tao. What is that? It's these two colors, right? Black and white, um, coming together in a way that's balanced, that's unified, but that doesn't destroy the distinctness or the difference between. Um, Black gets to be black, white gets to be white, but they unite. And this has been really helpful for me because what causes our suffering, they tell us again and again, and they tell us this in the Bhagavad Gita, as well as the other texts that we love to read and quote here in Nowhere Village, that our suffering is caused by a belief in duality, good and bad, right and wrong. And usually when I'm suffering or things are just feeling a little off, when I don't, this is a moment when I don't feel united. And usually I'm, in my mind at least, I have labeled something here bad, uncomfortable, icky, not good. And this idea that I'm not looking to get rid of the bad things in life. I'm not trying to accumulate all these good things. I am just trying to make sure that all the pieces that I got to work with at this moment work together. And that's something that's always doable, that's always in our power, you know, that we can make little adjustments within the pieces that we've got to work with. And my mind will come up with this idea that I've got to do some big project that I have to change, and that maybe I have to change things that aren't actually in my power. And then I start to feel powerless. And then I start to feel that I have a real suffering, you know, not just a little discomfort or things are a little bit off. And can we just look at that things are a little bit off as that invitation back into union, back into harmony? Um, so that's a lot of what's been on my mind as I've been preparing to meet with you today. Um, in my personal life, I am moving through my special diet and celebrating. It's been really important, I realize, because you can spend a lot of your time when you're on a health journey looking around going, oh, all the things that I can't do, they can do, or I used to be able to do, or used to be able to eat. um, and it's just like anything else in life. We have to make sure to celebrate what the victories and celebrate what's good and positive. And so I've been really trying to get excited about um, every new kind of food, you know, when I get to like the next phase and I get to introduce, you know, for instance, I can now have citrus fruit. Um, because I've been building up my gut biome in a way that the citrus fruit earlier would have irritated and disturbed. And now hopefully it's the last couple of days I've been having citrus and it's been great. Um, and anyway, these little things, these little ways that we can teach ourselves to be excited about what's going on in our lives rather than kind of always looking in on someone else's life and wishing that we could have what's over there. um, and that's been working well and been helpful for me. And finally, this is my coming up this weekend will be my closing weekend of the show that I'm in. I'm really looking forward to wrapping that up. It's been a great experience, a really great role to play, really fun. And also, I am so craving and feeling ready for fall and quieter days and more time to be internal and less time to be extroverted and kind of giving my gifts away outward in that way, um, which feels good and natural and right to be sort of sometimes shows are over and I feel sad and I miss it. Um, but yeah, I'm really feeling an embracing of fall, which is really truly finally here in Texas. Okay, I look forward to hearing from those of you that are present with me, and if anyone happens to be watching this video, we would love to hear from you in the comments.